Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime, back at it again for another Marvel Legends action figure video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Red Hulk, also known as me when I get really pissed off when someone cut me off on the road. And now taking a look at the packaging, right up front here we got a nice big open window with some nice flames in the back, got the Hulk logo in red, got some art of Red Hulk on either side, got the Hulk logo in red up there, and then we've got some product images there on the back, and it says in his bio, General Thunderbolt Ross transforms into the Hulk, a creature he swore to destroy.
Now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
That's pretty much it for the packaging. Red Hulk here just comes with some bare bones, pretty basic accessories. He just has this pair of open hands, and, the only other accessories he comes with is a basic pair of fists, which, are kind of a requirement for a Hulk figure. I do like the way how this head sculpt looks. My only issue is that this is the only facial expression that this character has, because now he just constantly looks like he's, constantly having a hard time taking a shit. But again, I'm glad that he does have an angry face expression. I'd rather have this be his default face than, just a blank expression. But part of me just wishes that this figure may have included some extra alternate head parts, or heck, maybe even if they wanted to go the extra mile, they could have included some flame effects or something. But overall, I'm still happy with how the actual figure himself came out. Again, really nice shading there around the eyes with the yellow. And again, very nice sculpt work and everything on his mouth, the teeth, and the tongue, and just the wrinkles in his face. I also like the black in the hair, and there's this very, very subtle wash in the hair where they use some gray or white in there just to kind of pick out some of the details. And then another thing I also really appreciate about the painting here is the Red Hulk here isn't just made of just pure red plastic. He does have this bit of orangish shading going across the red plastic to give him a little bit more depth and a little bit of some heat to him. The illusion is kind of broken when you put his ab crunch all the way back. You can kind of see right there, you can see a seam mark where the painting kind of ends on his ab crunch. But again, it's very unnoticeable when you have the abs positioned right, but it's just something that I noticed that I really like how they went the extra mile in adding extra bits of paint. There's a lot of nice musculature and sculpt work going on. His pants are also very nicely wrinkled and sculpted, and I like how the rest of the body has more of a matte, glossy finish, where this has more of a, kind of just gloss finish. And overall, I like the way how those were sculpted, those bits of ripping and tearing. And then there's the Red Hulk toes. And then he's got the peg holes on the bottom of his feet, and just overall, really nice looking Red Hulk. I hope they'll eventually do this in the future, but another version of the Red Hulk I also really like is the one from the Hulk's Agents of Smash series, where he's a little bit more of a militarized look, and he has the tank top on and all the gear and guns and weapons, and I would like to see that version of the Red Hulk possibly in the future. Please, Hasbro. The more I think about it, Red Hulk's punches are probably called a red rocket. Getting into Red Hulk's articulation, his head can't really look up very far, and it can look about down that far. He's got a little bit of head pivoting that can also swivel from left to right. Shoulders rotate a full 360. They also can move outward about that far. Also, he's got very nice butterfly joints that move back and forward pretty far, though I wish they had a little bit more forward movement. He does have a bicep swivel. He also has an elbow swivel, 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The wrists can swivel and rotate, and they can hinge up and down on those little rocker joints. And then his abdomen, he can arch his back very far, which does allow him to have more looking up in the head. He has a nice ab crunch. He has some nice diaphragm pivoting. The diaphragm does have a little bit of wiggle, but thankfully he does have a dedicated waist swivel as well. Hips can rotate forward about that far, though they do kind of lean to the side a little bit. They can't really move back that far. They can spread about that far out. He does get a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees that bend over 90 degrees, and then his ankles can move up, they can move down quite a bit, and he does get some pretty decent ankle pivot. Very nice stuff going on with this guy. And now getting into the comparisons with the Red Hulk here. First off, here he is with Abomination, the gamer-verse, Build-A-Figure that you put together. Be sure to check out that review if you guys haven't seen it before. Here he is with the only Hulk currently in my collection, the Thor Ragnarok. And then here is the Red Hulk compared next to Steve Rogers' Captain America. No, I do not have a Sam Wilson Captain America yet, so this is the best I could do. And no, I do not own or do I plan to own the Brave New World Red Hulk figure because honestly, I don't want to own that Harrison Ford chest hair, and also I am not really a big fan of the face sculpts. Also, by the way, his pants do look like he shops at Ross. Get it? Because Thunderbolt Ross and, Ross, like, the store. I know this joke was dumb. I will see myself out. And yes, that is basically it for my review on the Marvel Legends Red Hulk. Obviously, it's a pretty simplistic figure. There's nothing too fancy going on with it, at least in terms of accessories. And honestly, it doesn't need to be. The only thing I really wish that was the bare minimum that they met was that they just gave him an alternate head sculpt. But beyond that, I'm really glad with how this guy came out. I'm pretty pleased with, being able to get my hands on it, and I'm glad that they reissued him a little bit ago at Target, and just overall, I am glad I was able to get my hands on this guy, though again, Target exclusives are absolute ass to get your hands on, and I really wish this particular Red Hulk was a lot more common to get rather than the New World one, the Brave New World one, but that being said, I'm still happy with how this guy turned out, and I honestly don't really have much to complain about. I had a lot of fun posing this guy and taking photography and pictures, and I'm really pleased with him. I need to get an actual Hulk inside my collection aside from the Gladiator one. And again, but I did have a lot of fun posing this guy with Abomination at least, because, in the comic books, this guy and Abomination did have some significant fights with one another. But anywho, that is basically it for this review. If I had to give this guy a rating, I give him a very solid 8 out of 10. Again, great figure. It just didn't, blow me away, but I did have a lot more fun with this guy than I thought I was going to. But anyway, that's it for this review. Give me a like on the video, comment below what you guys think, subscribe to the channel for more Marvel Legends and action figure videos, and I will catch you guys next time.